The first brothers of the New World. The world was still young when Adam and Eve's sons grew beneath wide skies and untamed fields. Cain, the firstborn, learned to read the soil, pressing seeds into the dark earth and waiting for life to rise. Abel, younger and gentler, followed the flocks, listening to the quiet language of sheep and wind. At dawn and dusk, the land seemed to breathe with them, as if creation itself watched these first brothers take their place in the story of humanity. Gifts offered to heaven. When the time came to honor God, each brother brought a gift born of his labor. Abel chose the finest of his flock, offering it with humble trust. Cain gathered fruits of the field, shaped by his own hard work and pride. As smoke rose toward the sky, an unseen judgment passed over them. Abel's offering was received with favor, while Cain's was not. The air grew heavy, and Cain felt a shadow settle in his heart. The warning at the door. God spoke to Cain in the quiet place of the soul, warning him that anger was like a wild beast crouching at his door. Cain could master it, or be mastered by it. Yet Cain's face hardened. The green fields he once loved now seemed dull, and his brother's presence felt like a wound. Envy whispered lies, and Cain listened. Blood on the ground. Out in the open field, where only the sky could witness, Cain rose against Abel. In a moment that shattered innocence forever, brother turned against brother. Abel's blood soaked into the soil, and the earth itself seemed to cry out. Silence followed, thick, unbearable silence, broken only by the wind passing over the first grave. The cry of the earth. God's voice returned, not in thunder but in sorrow, "Where is your brother?" Cain answered with defiance, denying responsibility. Yet nothing could be hidden. The ground itself testified, and Cain was cursed to wander, cut off from the land he once cultivated. Marked but spared, he was sent away, alive, yet restless, carrying his guilt across the widening world. A world that continues. Even after tragedy, life did not end. Cain built a city, generations followed, and humanity spread across the earth. But the echo of that first violence lingered like a scar in history. Genesis 4 closes not with hope fully restored, but with the knowledge that the human story would now unfold with both creativity and cruelty intertwined. Explanation and meaning. Genesis chapter 4 tells the story of the first murder, revealing how quickly sin grows when jealousy and wounded pride are left unchecked. It shows that God is not interested only in outward actions, but in the heart behind them. Cain's offering was rejected not merely for what it was, but for what it lacked: trust, humility, and openness toward God. Lessons we can learn. From this story, we learn that responsibility for others lies at the core of being human. We are, indeed, our brother's keeper. The chapter warns us that unchecked anger can lead to destruction, but it also shows God's mercy, even toward the guilty. Genesis 4 teaches that while sin leaves marks, it does not end God's involvement with humanity, and that every choice shapes the world that follows.